Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to talk to you tonight about the cost of being a people pleaser. Let's get started. I know myself. I love to please people. I love to fit in. I like to make people happy. But sometimes doing so can cost you money. I'm going to tell you the 4 ways it could be costing you unnecessary money. Number 1, gifts. Gifts are fabulous. I am not saying there's anything wrong with giving or receiving gifts. But I have known over the years in many different occasions, whether it's a birthday, holiday, etc., where people have felt obligated to buy gifts that they didn't want to buy, but they were afraid that they would receive a gift, and they didn't want to receive a gift but not give a gift, and then, well, that person spent more money on me. Sometimes it's not because we don't have money. They may just not really want to get into exchanging. They may want to live a simpler life. In that situation, the one thing I've been doing is I've been telling friends and family, I'm not really exchanging gifts anymore. Here's some things I like the idea of doing instead, and I give other options. Most of the time, most of the people I know are really happy about doing that. So that is one area where I feel like being a people pleaser can cost you money. It's gifts. Do any of you, as a matter of fact, feel obligated to give a gift? I'd like to hear from you in the comments below on that. Number 2, entertainment. And I've used this example before. I've noticed, and I've spoken about this, going out to eat lately the prices at the restaurants seems to have really gone up, I've noticed. And, you know, going out to eat or going to a movie, if you just went out to a movie and then you went out to eat afterwards, I mean, the whole thing, you could be spending $80 for the whole thing together by the time it's done. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that if you want to budget for that, but some people feel like, you know, if I want to get together with my friends who I see once every 3 months, we're going to have to do something for entertainment, and you feel obligated to get together with people to go out to eat, but you really don't like to spend that much. My suggestion is maybe go to a dollar movie and maybe go to get ice cream or something beforehand and spend less money. That way it might end up being a $10 evening versus an $80 evening. So entertainment is another way that people can be people pleasers. They like to socialize, but they don't want to spend as much money doing it. Okay, number 3, and this is a big one, when people try to sell you items. For example, their kid's school is selling candy bars or wrapping paper or anything, and you feel obligated to buy things, but you just have no interest in those items. You kind of feel guilty, you feel obligated. You're like, well, did they buy from my child last year? And so you feel an obligation to buy these things. Number 4, and this is a big one, and this is one that I've wasted a lot of money in over the years. And there's nothing wrong with this, but network marketing. For example, let's say you use a certain cold cream at your house. It's washing your face fine, and it works for you. You have somebody at your job that uses a whole skincare regimen from a ABC network marketing company, and we're going to say that it's $60 a month for that whole skincare line. It probably is more, but I'm just making this up for this video. And you don't want to spend $60, and what you're using is working fine. But instead of just saying, you know what, I'm happy with what I'm using, you give an excuse or say, oh, I don't have money at this time. And that's the biggest thing that I wanted to get across in this video. I notice, and it's easy to say this, is if someone wants to sell us something or wants you to go out or wants you to chip in for a gift or go out to a movie and to dinner, a lot of times I think some of us say, it's not in our budget. And that may be true. But to be totally frank with you, I can afford all of these things. I just wouldn't be able to put as much money in my savings. So I say instead, I have a friend of mine that just makes it simple. She says, no thank you, but thank you for asking. Or something else you could say is, you know what, I have other financial goals I'm meeting at this time. Or that's not a product that I would use, but I'm really glad it's working for you. Any of these types of things. I know I'm not very good at saying things like this, but I know that making up excuses or saying it's not on our budget might not entirely be true. So I want to ask you guys, what do you feel the cost of being a people pleaser is? Has it cost you guys unnecessary money over the years? I think all of us should speak our mind in a polite manner And if things like this come up, and we have other things we want to spend money on, or we simply want to save or pay off debt, we should just be honest with people and let them know that in a polite manner. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, I love you. Bye-bye.